How's it, bro?
Hey guys, alright, so this is today's tutorial. To be honest, I wasn't going to post this video because I absolutely hated how the outcome turned out. Before starting this look, I did have a plan, but like always, I deviated and I added things that I didn't necessarily need, and then it just went downhill from there. The only reason why I'm posting this video is because I just thought, you know what, I'm not always going to be perfect, and so I thought you guys could learn from my mistakes with this look, because honestly this look would have been really cool if I did stick to my plan. But enough about that. I'm just going to leave everything that I need to say pretty much all in this look down in the description below. So let's just get started with the tutorial. To start off, I blocked out my eyebrows, and then I took these prosthetics that I made. All I did was I took some polymorph plastic to mold my teeth, and then I added about 7 layers of liquid latex, and then once that dried, I just painted them with my alcohol-based makeup palette. If you don't have polymorph plastic, you could totally mold your teeth with either alginate or even Play-Doh. Now to stick this to my mouth, all I'm going to do is take some spirit gum. Once I placed my prosthetic onto my face, I just took some liquid latex and I applied this around the edges. And then I also took some cotton balls and applied that around the edges just to make it seem as if I am missing my lips and what are left are my exposed teeth. Right, so here's where I first messed up. I don't recommend putting cotton on the side of your mouth like what you see here. That constricted my mouth movements, so it made it a little bit more difficult to talk. Alright, and so what I did next was I applied cotton balls to my eyebrows. This was just going to give me an angry expression. This is another thing that I was not going to do at first. I wanted to originally go for a look where the eyes are sunken in. So originally I was going to just add cotton balls around my eye sockets. And it kind of messed up how I wanted to do it originally, but you can be the judge of that. So here I'm just going with one of my carving tools just to position the cotton balls to the way I wanted it. Alright, so now what I'm doing is I'm just adding some texture to my skin. So I'm taking little pieces of cotton balls and liquid latex and applying this all over my skin. And then I'm also just taking straight liquid latex and placing that on top of my face as well. As you've seen before, I placed some liquid latex underneath my eyes. So what I'm doing now is once it dried, I simply just rolled the liquid latex down. This was just adding to the effect of having really heavy bags underneath the eyes. And then I'm also just going over any other areas that I added liquid latex or cotton balls and just adding some texture to my skin. And then once everything is dry, all I did was I took some liquid latex and applied it over everything just to lock them in. First, so once everything was dry, I took a greenish gray tone. I just mixed some of my Snazaroo paints to get this color, and I just used this as the base of my face. And then once I finished that, I let it dry, and then I just took some gray and applied this onto my face randomly with a sponge. Once again, just adding a little bit more texture to the skin. Okay, so once I finished that, I took my black cream and I'm just filling in any holes that I've made around my mouth, and then I'm also blacking out my lips. Here I'm just adding some shading around the gums of my prosthetic just so it looks like the skin is decaying. And then once again I'm just adding shading to the areas that I applied the liquid latex and the cotton balls. Alright, so next I took a purple, and then I'm just using this to add some midtones into some areas. This is just going to add some depth to the look. And anywhere I applied purple, I'm going at the very edge of the purple with some black, just again to add some depth. Alright, and then I did some contouring. I contoured my jawline. And then I also contoured my cheekbones. Alright, so next I'm going to do the eyes, and I'm taking that same purple that I used before, and I'm just going to fill in the entire eye area, including the bags underneath my eyes. Now I'm taking that same black cream that I used before, and I'm just going at the very edges of the purple just to give it some depth. And then I'm also going to intensify the bags under my eyes and the areas where I rolled the liquid latex. And then I did the same exact thing to the other eye. Alright, so here I'm just going to add some shading around the eyebrow prosthetic just so it stands out a little more. And then I'm also adding some wrinkles here and there just to add to the expression. Now anywhere that I made a cut or a wound, I'm filling it in with some red and then adding some black around it just to add some shading and also some depth. And then to finish this off, I just took some blood and I applied it to the gums of my teeth and then also to any wounds that I made. And then that completes the makeup portion of this look. Alright, and so to kind of finish this look off, all I did was I popped in my mesh contact lenses, and you could also mess up your hair and add conditioner into it if you really wanted to. But because of with this look and I wasn't too impressed with it, I just didn't bother to do so. So that concludes night 5 of 13 Nights of Halloween and today's tutorial. Even with all of my mistakes, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, or if you have further questions or any comments, leave them in the description below. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Take care.